Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Ron Weasley. Not Harry, not Hermione, Ron.
I swear to you, we did not mention Harry Potter once last week.
We did it. We mentioned owls. And owls
Oh my
equals
goodness.
Harry Potter.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They do. I was going to do a night show host, a late show, late night, whatever, a talk show host. And then I was like, that's been said and done, not by me, but by other people. That's boring. So I didn't want to do that. And then the other topic we talked about, which was, hold on, don't.
It's just the name of the episode.
Yeah, it was. Oh boy, gee willikers! I talked about owls. What did you talk about? Wait, what was the quiz?
The quiz is the thing that's in the name of the episode.
The quiz was about. I'm sorry. It may have been 2 days ago, but it was also 1 a.m. Yeah, then the quiz thing. So I didn't want to do that because you already did the quiz. So I decided to go with a more indirect approach.
You know, it usually takes creators years to forget the work that they do and produce. They have to gain some sort of large backlog of content.
I guess I'm just special.
I guess 67 episodes of a show is too much for you.
67. I was forgetting like at 30, maybe.
How many do you think we'll get
to? Lord willing, and both of us not dying, at least 1 million.
I'm hoping for at least 419. I want our last episode to be at 419.
And then they're like expecting this incredible, immaculate drop on 420, and then it never ever comes.
That's the first week we miss a week, and then we just come back at 421 and be like, just like act like nothing happened. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. We uploaded an episode.
It happened. If
you're not listening to it, that's not on us. Like
that would be the heist of the century, honestly, to pull that off.
For sure. I'm not sure what to do in this portion of the episode because this is usually where we talk about our weeks.
Right.
But it's been 2, maybe 2 at the most days since we've talked to each other.
Guys, it is now Sunday at 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Okay, we talked last at Saturday at 1:30
a.m.
Yeah, so it's been 12 plus another 12. It's been 27 hours, I think.
Buddy, it's been way longer than 27 because there's 24 hours in a day.
1:30 a.m. on Saturday, 1:30 a.m. on Sunday. That's 12. That's 24 hours. Ha! Yeah, you're right. So then add 12 again to 24, which is 36, plus the 7, which is 43 hours.
There you go.
43 hours since we last spoke. And I guess vocally, not over text.
I mean, we text each other. Matt hurt my feelings earlier.
I hurt your feelings? Yeah, I did. I will admit to that. I definitely hurt Connor's feelings. He sent me this sweet, disgustingly sweet video of us being like BFFs, and it's like pictures of us,
which you can find over on the Garlic Boys TikTok.
And I just responded, "Screw you."
He's just so mean about it. I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I was trying to make the video using the "I'm smart but I'm stupid" I'm
Mhm.
gay, but I'm straight.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it won't let us use creator TikTok creator created sounds
Mm.
like on our Garlic Boys because I think it's because I set us up as a business by mistake on TikTok,
Oh, I see.
which still doesn't make sense because I see other
Uh,
brands. So like
Use
I
like
don't
usual sounds.
right.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Well, it would let me use the sound if I went in directly from somebody else that used it and tried to do it on that, but it wouldn't let me
Yeah.
do the slideshow, which I couldn't figure out why. So I might just put that up on my personal TikTok and then just
Yeah.
repost it to the Garlic Boys.
Not a bad idea.
Ooh, maybe I'll do it. Maybe we'll do one with the One Shots cast.
That would be so good.
So they don't listen to the show. So let's break it down like cast who. I think you and I are. I think Jackie and Mug are smart and I'm smart but I'm stupid.
Mm.
Um, you and I are we're gay but we're straight.
Yeah.
And then Corey definitely crop dusts in Whole Foods.
Yes. Or Corey could be. We could do the three of us and do just me and you and me and us and your friend Steve.
Steve. Do. Steve. I've done that one with you before.
Yes,
So I
that's
don't
true.
know if we can do it again.
Yeah, no, that's
I
fair
think. No, what did I do? Oh, hold on. Now I have to look up this TikTok.
enough.
I did this with
I'm
one of
pretty like select.
Cool. Thank you for just fully turning on the sound after I just turned it off, TikTok. You're a great
You-
person.
You can actually turn off the sound for when you open TikTok. I found this out because I was tired of like opening to a really loud like ad or anything like that. So if you go into your settings, you can turn off the sound until you turn up the volume and then it'll turn up the sound. It's really nice for when you're in like a covert area when you don't want people to know that you're watching TikToks. Like it works.
I could totally do that.
Yeah, but you're not going to.
Definitely not. Did I make this or am I just crazy?
I mean, it's crazy. We finish each other's, which is you were supposed to. Okay, it's fine. It could have been either a really long time ago or removed for some reason.
I would have had to remove it, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, I found it.
You found it. Wow, look at you go.
Proceed with caution shooters. They be right with me. Bad bitch, cute face, and some nice titties.
That's what it was. It was a bad bee, a cute face, and some nice titties.
Mm.
And it was you and me and your ex, and I was in a dress, and that was the nice titties.
Oh lordy lord.
That one did decently well compared to my other TikToks.
I see when you say decently well and when I say decently well, it's two very different things. I think my highest is maybe a couple thousand. Oh, sorry, 31,000. You're like in the millions with some of your I know your baby shark one was like in the millions.
The Baby Shark one is the most popular. That one's in the millions.
Yeah.
It's 2.9 million at this point.
Jeez, dude.
I have one making fun of the Noah's Ark ride at Kennywood that
Mhm.
has 95.9 thousand.
Hold on. That ride is wild. That ride
It's
is
talking
terrifying.
about how terrifying that ride is.
It's so terrifying. Like for you non-Kennywood goers, basically if you don't live in Pittsburgh or in the surrounding areas or travel, I guess, but the non-Kennywood goers,
If you've never been to Kennywood, this ride is absolutely horrifying for no reason. I think we've talked about this before,
We
but I
might
just
have.
need to share this memory again. So you're going through it looks, it's like a haunted house, but like you're not expecting that if
Yeah,
you're
'cause
not
it's
like,
Noah's Ark. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's a Bible story.
So you get in and you're in an elevator, and like there's an elevator operator, and they're like telling you like the rules of the ride and everything, and then the elevator starts shaking.
Yeah.
Like something's going wrong. But
Lights
it's
are
part of the
flashing.
ride.
Yeah.
And so then like they let you out and you're walking through. I don't even remember everything that goes through there, except for there's a gorilla that pops out at one point, starts banging on glass.
My sister had to run out of the emergency exit bawling because of that gorilla.
There's the vibrating floor.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple
And
different weird floors.
the thing that traumatized me the most as a child, of the room where you walk in and there's just a bunch of skeletons on the floor.
Yeah, like the glass floor, and then below it is skeletons and spiders and just wild stuff.
I didn't know there was glass there as a kid.
Yeah, there's just
'Cause,
like platforms.
Like how am I supposed to understand what like fiberglass and glass? Like I don't.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you have no idea that this is not just a pit that you can fall into.
I don't have a grasp on reality, so I think from what I understand, if I stay on these spots, I'm not going to fall into that pit and die forever as one of the skeletons.
Right.
Now, I don't know what happened. If I was in there with my brother, I wouldn't put it past him to have pushed me.
Yeah.
But I fell off of one of the platforms and like slow motion, like, well, I guess this like full
Guess I'll
internal
die.
monologue is like, well, I guess I'll die. Like this is it. This is the end. External monologue, I'm screaming. Like this
Yeah.
is the end of the world for me.
Right. Oh man, that ride, oh my goodness. It's insane. Like not only do you go through different animals and certain parts of Noah's family are in there, and they're like the uncanny valley type wax kind of figures. They're weird looking. When you're about to enter the ride, you can actually look up and see Noah's head on kind of like a spring, and it's just like bouncing around, but it's like he looks like an old prospector with like missing teeth and just unkempt hair. The floors, there's one portion where the floors go like this, back and forth, where one is going forward as the other goes back, and then they like keep going back and forth. And then there's the floor that bounces up and down as you're walking on it. It's so hard to get through. And then you get to what you think is the end, and then the water starts like filling up, and it seems like the whole place is gonna sink. Like you really feel like the walls are closing in. I'm pretty sure they do. Oh Lord, yeah, that's him. That's Noah.
This is
Noah.
Noah.
The most terrifying figure I've never seen him up close.
This is the savior of humanity, everyone.
I wish I had never seen this. This
is who God gave the symbol of hope to.
His face is just like falling off at this point. Oh, it's terrifying. Don't bring children on the ride. Enjoy it as an adult or maybe a teenager, and have someone you want to grab your arm in absolute and total fear. It's not scary. Like as an adult, I should say, it's not scary. For most adults, but when you're a kid and when you're a teenager, you definitely remember that stuff.
Look, here's the thing. Not everything is for children.
Yeah.
Not everything is for children. So stop trying to make everything for children. I get it. It's an amusement park. It's a theme park. It's not for kids. Don't go on there.
Yeah, like just leave them off unless you want them scarred for life, like Cotter is. Just leave them off. I was one of those unnaturally, I don't want to say brave kids, because I had a lot of like fears about like getting hurt, but like stuff like that, I was like, this is so cool. I'm doing so good. I'm like, I felt so like awesome and powerful. Like nobody's gonna get me. And I was like jumping a little bit, but I was trying to keep it in. That's what I did as a kid. Absolutely terrified me though.
There was one episode of Futurama where they went to a parallel universe, and like there were only like slight differences in between each of the characters.
Yeah.
And the reason they found out like the difference between them was the answers to coin flips. So like if they flipped a coin on something and like it landed on heads and that's why they did do it or they didn't do it, that was like the main difference.
Okay.
And so I think for me, my coin flip moment was going on Noah's Ark.
Okay.
Like I mean, there was other traumas for sure in my life.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like, think about how well adjusted I could have been.
Think about if you went on that ride in middle school as opposed to like 5 years old.
Right.
that would have been such a difference. Oh.
What if I'm just fully messing up the timeline of my life and like it was middle school when I went on it and I just still reacted that way?
You were like 18 when you went on it, and you were like
That
freaking
happened last year, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh man. For real though, Kennywood is one of the greatest like local amusement parks. It's not like Disney World. It's not, but it's good. They update their rides and stuff. Like, do you remember the coal mine ride?
That's now the Haunted Mansion ride.
Yeah, it's replaced by the Haunted Mansion now, which always breaks down every time I go. But Haunted Mansion, it's pretty fun where you like go through on a cart and you shoot, ghosts and stuff. But the coal mine ride was one of mine and my dad's favorite.
The old like watermill is now a ride called Garfield's Nightmare.
Yeah.
And, that's another ride. Again, don't let your kids go on. I don't know what's going on with the Kennywood company.
Garfield is great, and Garfield should not be perversed for the sake of just for the sake of your children. Don't take them on there.
I get that you called it Garfield's Nightmare, and so like we should understand that it's going to be a nightmare, but at the same time, it's marketed for children.
Yeah.
And I still hate going on this ride. So it's a water flume like tunnel ride.
Yeah, it's like a tunnel of love kind of thing, but obviously
but like for terror.
Yeah.
And I thought of it as a tunnel of love sort of situation. And I was going on it with a girl and I was like, we're gonna kiss. It's gonna be like romantical, like getting those like Disney Channel high school memories,
Yeah.
And we're going through it, and like I was like, this is freaking terrifying. I don't want to kiss her now. Like, this is horrific.
I just want to kiss her, not because I want to kiss her, but because I want to not be looking at this thing.
I just want to distract myself by kissing her. This is horrific. There's one point where there's a giant needle that blows air on your face, but never at the same time each time.
So you can't expect it. I'm realizing now that Kennywood is very much into like scary rides, because another ride at the freaking theme park is the Exterminator. The Exterminator, you're going through and there's like giant rats, ROUSs, if you will. There's like obviously exterminators. You go into an oven at one point. It was giving me like that scene from 101 Dalmatians, the live one with Glenn Close as Cruella de Vil. Did you ever watch that one?
I never watched that, but I watched 102 Dalmatians all the time. I don't know why. Okay,
it might have even been it. I don't know. The one with Glenn Close as Cruella de Vil, live action. At one point, she gets the dogs cook her in cake.
That is the second one.
Is that 102? They literally cook her in cake, and that's the vibe it's giving me as she goes into the oven. Like, you're going into the oven. I'm like, I'm gonna be cooked. I'm gonna be cooked into a cake. Ugh.
Here's something fun. You could have told me anything happens within that Exterminator ride, because I hate riding it, and every time I ride it, I keep my eyes shut the entire time, and I only ride it. The last time I rode it was my senior year of high school. I haven't been back to Kennywood since, but I only rode it that time because Courtney wanted to ride it and she didn't want to go on the ride alone.
Yeah.
And I was like, I no. And she like basically forced me to do it. She has the tendency to force me to do things in life that I don't like. Yeah. Shout out to my septum piercing. But I've never opened my eyes on that ride. I have
Fair
no clue what goes on in that building. I hate it. I think it's the worst part of that park.
It's so you thrash all around. It's spinning. It's like lurching back and forth. It hurts because these seats are not padded. They are hard plastic. They hurt. And you go through this ride, ups and downs and really jerky turns. It's honestly a terrible ride. Like the theme is cool. I like the theme, but it's a terrible ride. And yet the wait for the line is always like 4 hours.
It's one of the most popular rides. Yet I don't know a single person that loves going on the Exterminator.
I hate it. I go on at least once every time thinking that I'll change my mind about it. I do not. I do not change my mind ever. I just go away feeling sick and with a bruised hip.
What's crazy is it's the farthest ride from the entrance. And so you have to walk basically 2 miles to get to it. You go on and then you're sore afterwards and you're like, well, it's only 11:30. I have the entire day still.
Yeah. Good stuff. Kennywood is good stuff. Please, we're not sponsored, but Kennywood, local boys, come on, Kennywood.
Pittsburgh. Yes, very nice. All right. I don't have a clever way of transitioning into. Oh, he did it. Welcome to the Clever Boy Quiz. Matt, changing it up a little bit this week for this quiz.
Don't like the sound of that.
You have a choice on what the quiz is.
Okay.
Would you like an original or a sequel?
Oh, an original. I'm not going to remember the sequel. I'm not going to remember the prequel to the sequel.
You want an original?
I want an original. We'll do a sequel at the time.
Well, I will let you know before you make your final decision that you are at 8 losses.
Yeah, that's inevitable at this point.
Okay.
If we're going to 419 episodes, I'm going to lose a couple times before then.
Not if you win, because then it cancels them all out. So if you just keep winning, but you only stayed 20 clever for the entire year, so we'll see if that even happens.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of year left to go, but we're still in January. I think. When does this come out? The 28th. Yeah, we're still in January.
We're still in January, guys. Come on.
So that leads us to this week's quiz, which you want to do the original. So this quiz is called Matthew Ryan Haux. Will you bury me?
That's good. I like that. That's good.
It's a very simple question. I'm going to give you a flora, and you have to tell me if it is a berry or not.
Berry as in Berry, not berry as in Bury. I thought that's what you said.
Why would I ever ask you to bury me?
I was gonna think it was like a death themed quiz or like a grave themed quiz. It's a possibility here, you know. So I have to tell you if it is a berry or not.
Yes.
Okay. Before we continue, do you know what constitutes a berry? What are the parameters in which I must be correct?
A berry is a small, pulpy, and often edible fruit. Typically, berries are juicy, rounded, brightly colored, sweet, sour, tart, and do not have a stone or a pit, although many pips or seeds may be present.
Okay. Strawberry, is that a berry? Just because it has berry in the name doesn't mean it's a berry. But
Question number 1.
Strawberry.
Is a tomato a berry?
Oh, I thought you were going to say strawberry. It might be on the quiz. Who knows? Is a tomato a berry? Ooh, that's a good question. Seems like it could be, you know. I know there was is it a fruit or a vegetable kind of thing. It's a fruit because of fruit classifications. But is it a berry? You know what? I'm going to go on a limb here. Yes, it is a berry.
Final
Wait.
answer.
Yes, it is a berry.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct.
Boom. All right. Starting off strong.
This is just coming from the Berry Wikipedia page. You can check Wikipedia sources. I don't know what to tell you. If you still don't think Wikipedia is a verifiable source at this point in your life, you've never used it to for a
Fun little quiz.
for a college paper either.
That's that too. Yeah.
Oh, do you think they'll take my degree away if I explain what I mean by that?
I don't think they can.
Cool. So you search whatever you're looking for your topic. You then find the Wikipedia article on it. You find the section that you like you like the words of. You then look at whatever the reference is, and if that's like a verifiable reference that you can use, you cite that reference as your reference on your paper if your professor won't let you use Wikipedia.
There you go. Using the big guns here. Pulling out the big guns. I hope no professors listen to this.
I hope all of my professors listen to this. Y'all made a mistake.
You guys let him graduate.
I don't know if I could go back to school now.
It'd be like a Community. Have you ever seen Community? It's like that. You're Joel McHale, and you have to go back to community college to actually pass.
Do you know why we've brought you here for this ethics committee meeting? No, I couldn't think of a single reason why you would be worried about me. Question number 2. Strawberry.
Strawberry. A strawberry. I feel like the strawberry was the one where. Is it the strawberry though? That's the real question. There is a berry out there that has berry in the name, yet is not a berry. Is it strawberry? It could be. You know what? I think I know what it is. I'm going to go with strawberry is yes, a berry.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Dang it.
Strawberries
Why?
are not berries.
Lies. You said that a pit was not inside it, right? Like that was the parameter.
Yes.
There's other parameters, but that's the only one I remembered.
So it is a berry in the culinary sense, but in like the botanical definition, it isn't.
Okay, what makes it not a berry?
The seeds are on the outside.
So the seeds have to be on the inside. It can't be a pit.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. I didn't realize that the seed's on the outside. Okay, I see. I get it. Or do
I think that's what it is. Hold on.
Why is a strawberry? Strawberry, not a berry. Look at that. Strawberry has its seeds on the outside. True berries do not, botanically speaking, so are not actual berries. Yep. You got it.
It's because so just any berry has to have the seeds on the inside.
Okay.
All right. Hope that helps you.
It won't.
Question number 3. A cherry.
Cherries have pits. So I'm going to go with no, they are not.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct.
Boom, baby.
I was hoping you wouldn't remember that cherries are a stone fruit and would just think, oh, cherry rhymes with berry. It has to be it.
I'm not that stupid. I don't reference anything I've ever said in the past to disprove that. But
roll a clip from any of the other 66 episodes, please. Sorry, 67.
I did know that because I eat cherries and they're very annoying to eat because you have to like subtly chew until you hit the pit and then like swish it around. Chew. I hate chewing things where you have to spit out part of it. Sunflower seeds, freaking cherries. I love the flavors. I love the taste. I hate eating it.
It's the same problem I have with chicken wings.
Exactly. Just
You know, you're not supposed to swallow those whole.
yeah. I think I did know that. When we had to drive you to the hospital after going to B-dubs. All right. I think I did know that.
That's not my fault. They said they were boneless bone-in wings, and I thought that meant
Boneless bone. You had 8 bones just lodged in your throat, dude.
they should have dissolved at that point. Saliva starts the digestion process, Matt.
Okay, moving on to the next question.
Number 4, bananas.
Can I have that in a sentence, please?
This is bananas. Bananas.
Bananas are bananas a berry. Bananas come with seeds on the inside, but they come with a peel. Do berries peel? I don't know if any other berry that I know peels. They also grow in a bunch, which isn't entirely berry like. Trying to think of other berries. I'm going to go with no, bananas are not berries.
Final answer.
This could honestly go either way. Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Dang it.
Bananas are berries.
Everything I learned in life is a lie.
Again, it's botanically a berry.
Yeah. That's weird.
See if I can find a reason why, other than like it's just the seeds are in the inside. Is that why?
I mean, sounds like it. There's no pit. Seeds are in the inside. That's the only 2 parts of the berry botanically that I can think of.
Fun fact, because I know this from college as well. Bananas have more potassium, or potatoes have more potassium in them than bananas do.
That's disappointing. Again, my whole life is a lie.
I had to give we pulled a topic out of a hat basically, and had to write a 5-minute speech on we had 5 minutes to write a speech, I think, for my public speaking class on bananas. And I got the topic of bananas or potatoes, one of the two. It was potatoes because I was talking about how potatoes are like the best.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are.
And so that was one of the facts. But most of the nutrients actually becomes from the skin. So if you want the healthiest form of potatoes, just usually have the skin within them. And so like a rustic style mashed potato, you still want the skin into it. A baked potato, and it's probably best to drizzle them in cheese, even though it's delicious. All right. Number 5. A cucumber.
Cucumber. I'm gonna go with botanically speaking. It makes sense, right? It's just like, I guess it's just like a banana. It's just like a tomato. It grows on a vine-like substance, right? I don't know if that's necessary for berries, but it does, and it's got the seeds on the inside. There's no pit. And yep, I'm gonna go with berry.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Which one are we on?
Cucumber.
Oh, yes, that is correct. And how many did I need?
6.
I thought I had a section where it talked about cucumbers, but I guess I'm wrong.
Shows
I like
shows wonders about your preparedness.
A berry may develop from an ovary with one or more carpel. The seeds are usually embedded in the fleshy interior of the ovary, but there are some non-fleshy examples such as Huh, okay. Well, I mean, it definitely fits all the criteria that we've learned so far about him, so that's why it's correct. But I
Heck
don't know
yeah.
why I can't find. You said that they were berry, right? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Alrighty. Is this what I want? Oh, hold on. That's not what I want. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm learning.
Sorry, guys. This may take a bit. This may take a while. It's not just reading, but it's also processing and committing to memory. That's about a day's work in and of itself.
You mean all the things I'm bad at? Okay, hold on. I figured out why cucumbers are. They have a peepo.
Hey, what?
A peepo. It's the cross section of the cucumber where like all the seeds are in. It's called a peepo. In berries or false berries as opposed to true berries. Berries and Okay, so it's still classified as a berry botanically, but it's called a modified berry. So it's not a true berry, but it still is a berry.
Okay. As long as I get the point, it doesn't matter to me too much.
Yes. I'm still confused on if this next one. See, the more research I didn't do a lot of research on this one, and that's on me.
The more research you do, the less it becomes clear. Yeah.
Well, it said this next one, like the answer I got, I was sure on, but now I'm not.
I think you just go with your gut, your heart. You know, lead with your heart, not your brain.
I'm gonna go with the heart of the cards here.
My card was 7 of clubs. I don't know what you're talking about.
What if I just had a 7 of clubs?
That would be the most incredible thing.
What number are we on? 6. Number 6, a bell pepper.
A bell pepper. Bell pepper. They have the seeds. Guess what? Guess where they are? On the inside. That doesn't necessarily make it a berry. However, they do grow on a vine-like substance. I don't know if we've established that is a berry thing. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and lead with my heart, my 7 of clubs, and say yes, it is a berry.
Final answer.
No. Yes. No. Beans. No, because you're right. Even research would not help me understand this anymore because it has most of the parameters of a berry, and the definition you gave of a berry said often has like a fleshy, pulpy interior. You know what I mean? Bell peppers don't, which is why I'm kind of leaning towards maybe they're not, but it says often, which means that they could be. You know what? Yes, it is my final answer. They are berries.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Dang it.
Everything that you just went through is what I was going through, rereading all of the things, because I found like there was a source that I read that said that bell peppers are not it, but clearly at one point it mentions something, and literally it says peppers, and I was like, well, does that include the bell pepper?
It's so confusing.
Like I don't know.
Scientists, explain why this Arkansas and this Kansas.
What do you mean Arkansas? Hold on, where now I can't even find this stupid. Wow, this subject is now I'm starting to get mad at my own quiz.
I've succeeded in life, and where instead of me getting mad, Connor gets mad at the quiz.
So the seeds are usually embedded in a fleshy interior of the ovary, but the non-fleshy examples such as peppers with air rather than pulp surrounding the seeds. And so like when I click on it though, it's just capsaicum,
Yeah.
which is like a the tribe or no, the genus.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say. See, I don't know. Because now this is saying
See, the Wikipedia page says bell peppers are sometimes grouped with less pungent chili varieties as sweet peppers. While they are botanically fruits classified as berries, they are commonly used as a vegetable ingredient or side dish. And we
right.
just said how Wikipedia is.
I
good
just
to
came
go.
across my own thing that says the fruit technically berries in the strict botanical sense. And so then I think I have to give you the point that they are a berry.
I agree. Thank you.
Man, look at us learning. Y'all just came here to listen to the laughs, but you're leaving learning something. And I think that's the sign of a good podcast.
Like I said, educational tag right there. Where we teach. We teach.
You're learning.
We're cooking. We're teaching. We're doing all of it.
Number 7.
Mm-hmm.
The melon.
The melon. There's
Melon.
There's a lot of different types of melons.
Technically, yes, but there's also a melon.
Oh, fancy. It seems like it would be, right? Fleshy, pulpy, seeds. Seeds? Oh yeah, like a watermelon. I'm assuming a melon, since they're in the same category, probably has some sort of seeds. But like cantaloupes, they don't have seeds. Do they? I've never seen a cantaloupe have seeds, but I could be very wrong.
Now I'm gonna Google cantaloupes while you continue talking.
Okay. I don't know if melons even have seeds at all. They should. I mean, how do you give birth to other melons? Usually it's ova and the other one. Unless they're like a self-pollinating and they just have it all in one. I don't know. I really don't know. I think they usually have anyway. I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna go with no. Just following my heart, you know. I'm gonna go with no. It is not a berry.
It's not a berry.
Correct.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Dang it.
Melons are a berry.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. How did I get to watermelon? What did I? Oh, I just typed in melon and it went straight to watermelon.
I've never seen a cantaloupe have seeds, but do cantaloupe? Maybe they were bred that way. Cantaloupes have seeds. Cantaloupes have a seed cavity, and watermelons do not. Huh.
So a melon refers to anything within the Cucurbitaceae family.
Mm-hmm.
And so like watermelons are part of that. And botanically, melon is a kind of berry, specifically the peepo that we were talking about earlier.
Good old peepo.
And so like honeydew, horn melon, watermelon, things like that, those are all technically berries.
Cool beans.
Hmm.
Cool berries, I should say. What's the next
Oh.
one? Number 8?
I'm getting there. Gosh.
Come on, let's go.
Borscht. Number 8. A grape.
A grape. Grapes are not berries. I'm standing firm on that because grapes tend to have pits. Although they can be pitless grapes, you can breed them that way, I believe. But I do believe there are pitted grapes, which means they are a stone fruit, which means they are not berries.
Final answer.
I think so. Final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Dang it. Don't they have pits? I could have swore that grapes had pits.
Nope, they have seeds, and they are botanically berries.
Disgusting. Okay, that's fine.
You can get seedless grapes if that's what you're thinking of.
Maybe.
Who knows? All right, next one.
Next one.
9. Plums.
Plums. Plums have a pit, I think. Yeah, I think. Do they? I can't tell you the last time I had a plum. It's been a long time. I think they have pits, so I'm going to go with they are not a berry.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct.
Wee-hee-hee.
Oh, here's a fun thing that I just found for you.
Okay.
Etymology on the word berry comes from the Old English berry, which also means grape, which comes from the Proto-Germanic bastion, which is like also a source of for Old Norse, like Dutch and all that. And then the Old Saxon winberry and the Gothic winbarassi, which also means grape.
I'm sure all of those were pronounced perfectly.
Yes. And then the berry and apple are the only native fruit names.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. All right. Are you ready for the curveball number 10?
I am ready.
The blueberry.
The blubbery. Okay. To blueberries. I feel like this is another one similar to the strawberry, where they say blueberry, but they aren't blueberries. Or maybe I'm just thinking that they are called blueberries when really they should be called like indigo or like purple, violet berries even. I'm gonna go with they are berries. I don't know. Might be a curveball, or I might just doing the berry.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Yeah, that's correct. They're fully like the quintessential berry.
Heck yeah. I'm so smart. Is there a bonus question? Because I have a bone to pick with you after the quiz is over.
There is a bonus question. Would you like it?
I would love it.
Sure. What popular Swedish berry can you also find while shopping for a dresser?
I assume this has to do with IKEA. You shop for a dresser and then you go to the cafeteria and you buy a little berry. Swedish berry though. I know the Swedish meatballs. Are those berries? Are those botanically classified as berries? I know they're not.
According to IKEA's website, no.
Okay, sounds good. I've never actually gotten food there.
I don't know if I've actually ever been to an IKEA.
Really?
Yeah.
You need to go to an IKEA. They're fun.
Maybe we could do that for a touching grass segment.
That would be really good. I don't know what Swedish berries are. Like I don't know where berries come from.
Okay. And you want to take a guess?
There's a berry that is from Sweden. I'm gonna go with pumpkin.
Final answer.
Final answer. Are gourds berries?
Matt, a pumpkin is technically a berry,
I knew it.
but is not the correct answer to this question.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
This is directly from the website. Take home our famous meatballs to prepare in your own kitchen. Serve Swedish style with mash, lingonberry jam, and cream sauce.
Lingonberry jam. I didn't know lingonberry was a thing.
Yes, it is a traditional Swedish berry.
But it's pretty crazy that I was on the right track when I said meatballs. That's just pretty crazy.
Because you guessed that the Swedish store was IKEA, and IKEA is famous for their meatballs.
Exactly.
That's
Which
not how that
have
works.
the berry sauce on them. Come on.
They don't have the berry sauce on them. You serve them with the jam.
Okay. Bone to pick. That mirror or whatever that stupid thing behind you is has been pissing me off for this entire 45 minutes that we've been recording. Everything about it is wrong. Everything. It's completely uneven. Look at the to your above the "We Come in Peace" symbol logo on your shirt. Above that, I don't know, the right left. That little swirly cue. No, on the one side of the mirror. Okay,
This
put your arm. Yes, that swirly cue. Look at the other one on the other side. They're not the same. All you had to do when you created this picture was copy that little piece, flip it, and put it on the other side. Instead, the one on the one side is so thin, and it has the little extra thing in the very top part of it. The one on this side doesn't have the little extra thing on the top part of it. Not to mention the middle swirls, the two middle swirls that go out of two completely different sizes and shapes, I guess, because one ends at the end of the horn on the one side and the other one ends in the middle. And it, again, doesn't have that little extra little curve in the very top part of it. Two completely different sizes. Again, the horn on the one side stops about halfway through. Okay, you can see it. It is. You can see the very line where it stops before the end of the front of the mirror. The one on the other side, it stops after the end of this picture. Makes me so angry. I'm glad you put it as your background. What is it? Please tell me, for the love of God, what it is.
Well, Matt, you won today's quiz, which means that we have to come up with a new title for you going forward.
We don't have to. The weird mirror guy, all right? Next, let's go.
I'm going to put you as legally clever because this is your 21st win.
I like it. Hey, that's really good. Why did we have to come up with that? You had it already.
Oh, sorry. We put a legally clever boy for 18.
Didn't we put... Oh, we did. We could do illegally clever because I think it's a good play on words.
Illegally clever?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
It's different, but it's the same.
Makes sense, I guess. I don't know. Well, that's the end of this week's Clever Boy quiz. Wasn't that a lot of fun, Matt?
Stop stalling, please.
Speaking of fun, let me tell y'all about the partner of this week's episode again, and a wonderful partner of the show, Puzzle Room Pittsburgh.
Somebody please kill me.
Puzzle Room Pittsburgh is an escape room located here near Pittsburgh with 3 incredible rooms that we would love for you to try. They have the study, which is described as a mysterious library inside a mysterious mansion. You have to try and solve their mysteries and help save the world. Seeking Sasquatch, where you and your friends are going on a trip to prove Sasquatch exists, when you realize the sun is setting and he is now hunting you. You have to try and make your escape before it's dark. And finally, they have Escape the Undead. You and your team are making your way through an industrial complex while being chased by a horde of zombies. You have to find your way out, lest you become part of the horde. If any of these rooms sound incredible to you, I recommend you go online to puzzleroompgh.com and check out the dates and times for bookings available. And when you head to the checkout, use code GarlicBoy to get $5 off your ticket prices. That's code GarlicBoy for $5 off per ticket. And remember, go on there and don't miss out on the ultimate escape room. So book now. So Matt, would you like to start with my topic for today?
I have already perished. It's too late. Please tell me about your topic, Connor.
So this is a character from a TV show I loved to watch when I was a kid on the public broadcasting station, aka PBS,
Okay.
called CyberChase.
Oh, I've heard of this one, I think.
Yes. The character you see behind me is Motherboard.
Hmm.
She is the brain of a giant computer system that oversees all of cyberspace. And she is being constantly attacked by the villainous Hacker, who is voiced by the incomparable Christopher Lloyd.
How original. Not
Yes.
Christopher Lloyd, but the name of the villain.
The three main kids on the show, Jackie, Matt, and Inez, interact with a library map in the world and accidentally allow Hacker to access Motherboard, and she becomes infected with a virus, which is why she starts looking like this.
Yeah, a little funky. I don't think it did anything to her little computer thing screen. So
it did though.
What's up with that?
That's it did, and that's what I don't think you're understanding.
I think they were just lazy when they created this image. But it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to diss them. Like CyberChase. Please tell me more about CyberChase.
It's basically a TV show that teaches you math.
Oh, great. My favorite.
I loved the show growing up. And fun fact, it's seemingly still going.
What?
Its 14th season premiered on April 21st of 2023, and it's still being released to this day.
Congratulations to them.
So, of course, we already talked about how Christopher Lloyd plays the villain of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it is also where I learned who Gilbert Gottfried was.
Oh, no.
He plays a robotic pigeon?
He's got to think for
bird, some sort of dodo. I don't know. He's called a cybird. He is voiced by Gilbert Gottfried for the first 13 seasons until he unfortunately passed, and is now voiced by Ron Pardo. I don't know who that is, but it sounds like a pretty sick name. Oh, he's also on Paw Patrol.
Gilbert Gottfried, for those of you who don't know, also voices Iago in the Aladdin movies.
He was the Affleck duck for many years.
Yeah. He's the guy when you think of the weird voice in a TV show, it's usually Gilbert Gottfried.
He played Krang on the 2012 Ninja Turtles TV show. Mr. Milleplixic on Superman the Animated Series. He was also a stand-up comedian for a while.
Yeah.
It's like what he was notable for and everything. But did a lot of voiceover as well.
He also put a video online of him reading in his iconic voice 50 Shades of Grey. So please, if you want to ruin that book for you or your loved one, go watch the video.
That book should have been ruined when it was published.
Very true.
But this is one of those shows that was like pivotal in my growing up as a kid.
Okay.
But I never realized it until like later, because it helped me learn math so much.
Hey, there you go. I mean, educational but also enjoyable to watch. You can't beat it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And there's many different spaces within like the cyber world. They're called cyber sites, There's an ancient Egypt one, an American Old West, Greek mythology, and amusement parks. And so like it was teaching you about history as well as math and like learning how to measure and count things and all of that stuff. But another thing that they did was CyberChase for real, where they had like real people at the end of the episodes
Oh,
talking about a real world math problem solved in the similar way to the cartoon characters
that's kind of
solve things in the show. And
kind
so
of
like
like teaching you the whole like math teacher saying, yeah, you're gonna need this when you're older, and you like don't believe them, but then you realize that, oh, maybe I will need this.
yeah, and they like help connect it to real world situations basically.
Yeah.
And they stopped doing them for a little while, I think. Is that what this is saying? Oh, they stopped doing them for a segment called Oh Noah, where the shorts are used to teach Spanish. But they resumed in season 9.
Okay.
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
Any questions you would like to ask me about CyberChase?
Okay, so I understand that the virus did corrupt the actual screen, the computer screen.
I cannot keep talking to you about why it looks the way it does if that's the only questions you're gonna have.
Okay,
I can't do character design.
I'm sorry.
I don't have any answers for why it's messed up.
It's so distracting. The entire time that you were talking about, I was actively trying to listen, but also looking back and forth between the two corner filigree pieces. Okay. So this show,
you have nothing. There's nothing you can ask me. You don't care about anything else.
Was there anybody named Chase in the show?
No, the 3 main kids are Jackie, Matt, and Inez.
They really missed out on a really good.
Would you like to guess how old these 3 are?
7, 3, and 18.
Close. 11, 11, and 9.
I was really close. Yeah.
Matt is a farm boy who likes to skateboard and collects things.
Who the heck is Matt?
The boy. He's impulsive, and he has a pig named Sherman on his family's farm. Wow. He has a red backpack, contains many yo-yos, in which he is good at and often plays with when he's thinking hard about something. He is shown to be quite provocative of Inez by sometimes calling her Nezzy, much to her annoyance.
Did you say provocative?
Protective. My bad.
Thank you. They
wow.
are 11.
So sorry on that one, folks.
Dyslexia, it's fine.
I think I've mentioned this on the show before too, but there are times where I'm literally like, I don't know if I'm actually dyslexic. I think I have gaslit myself into thinking I have problems reading.
Right.
And then you have problems when you have things like that where I literally thought I was saying the right thing.
Yeah, no. I also I understand that that feeling of okay. Sounds like a really fascinating show.
I suggest you check it out.
I mean, at this point, I would only be able to focus on the mirror. We both know this.
See, it's a computer screen.
I would only be able to focus on the computer screen. I wouldn't be able to focus on anything else. You know this.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
If we're going to get through the rest of the episode. All right.
There we go.
A less distracting picture.
A self-portrait.
Yeah, this is a great picture of you.
That's what I meant.
Matt, do you have a topic for this week? I don't even know what time we started recording, so
it's okay. We're almost to an hour. I don't think it's going to take very long. So, do you know the guy from Washington?
No.
Washington State. He was a vigilante-esque type literally a superhero. His name is Phoenix Jones. So this guy was like he literally had his own like little Justice League full of martial artists and military backgrounded people.
Yeah.
He himself had martial arts training. And they worked with the police. They did things like neighborhood watch kind of situations, just to keep the place safer. This is like a "Where Are They Now" segment. So they disbanded in 2014, I believe.
Okay.
When they kind of hung up the cape, placed the cowl on a nice little mantle to
Sure.
to have memories about. In 2020, take a wild guess as to what happened.
Prison for drug usage.
Boom. How did you know that, or are you guessing?
I'm assuming it was cocaine.
It was actually MDMA. So
I knew it had to be some sort of a stimulant to get you like, yeah, let's go fight crime. Let's go fight crime. Let's go fight crime, guys. Let's do this.
In 2020, he was actually found in possession of, I believe, possession with like intent to distribute a large amount of MDMA.
Let's talk about that. That just means that he was in possession of a large amount of drugs, and that's it. Unless they could have like proven that he sold it, he had a lot of drugs on him, and so we're slapping him with this charge because it was too many drugs.
To be fair, he did try to sell some to a cop, an undercover cop. So I was talking with my coworkers at work, and we realized that the one quote from The Dark Knight, where you either die a hero or live long enough
to see yourself become a villain.
That happened in real time, guys. Wild stuff. When I heard about this guy, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is he had a super suit, guys. Like this was the start of like vigilante superheroes in the US or in the world. And I was like, it's my time. I've not really trained, but I've prepared an extensive amount of knowledge my whole life for this, and I can finally be a superhero. And then I looked up today and he is not good. He's in jail.
What do you think his moment was?
His moment, like, I need to be a superhero?
No. So, like, the most famous, like, hero to villain story, I think, is Injustice. And, like, Superman's moment was when the Joker convinced him that Lois Lane was Doomsday, and so he took her into outer space while she was pregnant with their unborn child and killed her, basically. But her heart rate was linked to a bomb that blew up Metropolis, all because the Joker was bored hanging out with Batman and decided to play in the big leagues. And then Superman kills the Joker. So that's like his inciting incident. Honestly, kind of get it. Like, I'm not defending anything that Superman does within this franchise, but like, sure. Fine. What do you think his was? Because he's not Superman.
Right. I mean, the drug possession charges, all of that did happen in 2020, which was the very start of COVID. Anyone in his life could have died, or maybe just tied on money. It doesn't have to be the Joker. I don't know if he had any arch nemesis or supervillains in his rogues gallery, but he did dress like Bible Man, and I think that's what matters.
You didn't know his arch nemesis?
No.
It's Officer Rivera's, the guy who actually caught him. That's his arch nemesis. Don't you know that?
He's been trying to catch him for years.
I finally found you, you sick son of a...
Oh,
your reign of terror is over. He pulls off a mask.
I do feel for Phoenix Jones, but obviously his actions are inexcusable. but it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate because I, in a way, looked up to this guy for the
Well, you
brief
look up to
amount
most
of time.
people.
That's true. I am average heighted, and most people these days are above average, which means I guess I'm below average.
Maybe the average is growing and you're not.
You got me there. At least I'm not like 5'6". You know, that would be. That's not embarrassing, guys. You can be short. Be a short king. You know, some people like that. I don't, but some people do.
You don't like short kings?
I don't. I'm notoriously straight. We have discussed this on this show.
Fair. I don't know if notorious is the word. You
I've never once looked at a man and said, "Man, that guy Ryan Reynolds is so attractive and I just want to have a relationship with them."
the wide spectrum of your taste in men is Ryan Reynolds and me.
Yeah, it may be quite a wide spectrum. However, both of you are funny, so it kind of makes sense.
Well, thank you so much for listening.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, you gotta say it.
It's fine. I had a little man crush on Matt Rife until he turned out to be a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was about it. Funny guys. I guess funny is my thing, you know?
Like I said last week, if you're laughing, you can't see how ugly I am. Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
Do it again.
No, sorry. I almost did it again as a bit.
Thank you so much, sir.
May I take your hat,
Your hat,
sir?
sir.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of The Garlic Boys. We are so thrilled that you have stuck around and listened again. Outro time. Let's do this. Matt, where can they find us on TikTok and Instagram?
Your mom at the Garlic Boys. At the Garlic Boys. That's it.
And what's the third social media they can find us on?
You said Facebook and Instagram? No, Facebook is the third one. You said
there you
TikTok.
go. Where can they go to support us if they want to do that monetarily?
Patreon.com/The Garlic Boys, or is it at The Garlic Boys on there? I think it's at
The Garlic Boys.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's
I'm
just The Garlic
confusing you guys. It's The Garlic Boys.
And how low is our support level that they can support us at?
Not 1, not 2, 3.
$3 a month for just a basic support?
3 whole schmeckles.
And how much does it cost if they want exclusive content from us, including our TGB One Shots after show, as well as other fun content that we post on our Patreon?
I don't know, like more, I think. Or is it 3? I don't know.
Dude, it's $10 a month.
$10. That's what I said. Exactly. I said that the first time. You weren't listening.
and sorry. And if they wanted to buy something from us, do you know where they would go?
They would go to our Redbubble account, which is probably just search The Garlic Boys anywhere you want, and you'll probably find us somewhere.
Including youtube.com, where they can watch live episodes or video episodes of the podcast.
Yeah, but with that URL, you have to say at The Garlic Boys in the URL, which is really weird.
I don't understand it at all.
No.
Well, with that out of the way, Matt, do you have a supplementary mom report for this week?
Oh boy, don't I. Lois Lane, who sadly will never give birth to a kid in the Injustice storyline. Or live.
Speaking of dead mothers, shout out to Martha Wayne.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Do you have any final thoughts for this episode, Matt?
No, I don't.
Thank you so much for listening. And as always, remember to stay garlicky. I don't think her face is that bad. I don't know
Dude.
why.
He has a rectangle eye and a circle eye.
So do I, Matt.